5, I think. Yeah. Let me get a new canvas put up here. I'm gonna do I'll do a quick landscape before I go to bed here. This was just, I was trying something different, but I got a subscriber from that. That's cool. I'm gonna start a landscape here. Uh, I'm gonna use a green as a like a background color, like an undertone. We'll just put a quick uh, undertone on here real quick in green. It might come into play. It might not, but we'll see. We'll just put it kind of a green undertone for a landscape. That's a good. What's some fun tonight? Because I'm going to be going to bed soon. We'll do like a light blue. We'll do like a blue mountains here. Maybe more rugged all the way across. I think I want to make them a little bigger tonight. Light blue mountains. And we'll put a I think we're going to do a brown hill over here coming down. And we'll do a green hill here. And we'll do another hill here. We'll just do a bunch of hills today. Bunch of hills. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we got the mountains. Pretty cool. We'll do like I think like a dark blue sky here. That way, when I put my clouds up there, they'll look really cool. You know what I mean? It looks gray, but there is some blue in there. Let's try putting some red in the sky here. There we go. I lost my mountains. Let me put the mountains back here. Alright, there's our scene. There's our scene. Wow, that came out pretty cool. So I was doing that one painting just a while ago, and I actually got a subscriber. I couldn't believe it. It's hard to get subscribers nowadays. Alright, so there I got my colors. That's right here. So we're going to deal with this. Bunch of hills in here. Looks pretty cool. I kind of like that. I like it a lot. I think I'm going to start off with the sky today. I'm going to use a bigger fan brush up here. And let's see what kind of clouds I can make here. It's a bigger fan brush here. I want to make some like cool clouds. like some huge, big blowing clouds. You know what I mean? Did it do did it do. Those look cool. Now those are some clouds. I'll work on them in a little bit. I gotta let them dry a little bit, and then I'll put some shadows in there. These look so cool. All I did was use a larger fan brush. I think they're gonna come out great. Actually, I'll put some ones in front of it when it dries, so it's layered. Do the mountain now while those dry, and I'm gonna try and use a filbert brush on the mountains today with the color. So I'm gonna use like a light blue. Start off with. And then we'll use a dark blue on the shadow side here. I like doing mountains. Mountains are really cool. There's a big valley in here. Let me get my big brush to blend now. Somebody texting me this late? Lisa. Me and Lisa just got done. So I got home and decided to paint. You like that mountain? Yeah, I'll do some birds here in a second. I gotta soften this up a little bit here so it looks like it's a little far off into the distance there. Yeah, mountains are fun to do. Look at that valley. That valley looks so cool. The clouds are gonna look really awesome. I can tell already. Uh, Big and fluffy. When you put so many layers of paint on here, the what's happening, the white is kind of soaking into the underneath. So I'll have to come back and put white highlights on the edges, but you gotta wait for it to dry a little bit. You can kind of see I left some of the white here, but it's not as bright as I want it. But right now I'm gonna put some shadows in here because then it'll give the cloud a little more, dimension. So we'll just put some dark color in some of these areas here. So it'll look like the bottom of the cloud. You could use gray or you can use blue, whatever you feel like. That looks pretty good. There we go. Whoops. Oh, I took my charger out. My iPad's almost dead. I put the charger back in. There we go. Yeah, see how the clouds almost look like they're getting some dimension now? Need some more white. Here, I'll do one of these clouds. I'll show you what I mean with the white. Those clouds are cool. So now if you just come in here, you can brighten the tops of these clouds a little bit. And they'll look pretty cool. It'll make it look like the light's hitting parts of the cloud here. Doesn't that look cool? Clouds are fun too. You just gotta practice your clouds because there's different ways to do clouds. So this way I did with the fan brush. Some people like to brush them in. This is more like It is, I'm brushing it, but they're really short brush strokes. All right. I'll do some more on the clouds in a little bit, but let's start doing. I'm gonna start doing some trees in here now. Oh wait, I got some black. Do I got black down here already? I was gonna say if I got black, I can put the bird in right now. I put two lovebirds up there, so you got something to look at. Right here. Two birds. That looks cool. Those birds are waiting for me to put the trees in because they've got nowhere to land. I got my drink here. Right on. Yeah, I'm doing a longer live. Look cool, the clouds came out today. They look like they're really full of dimension, you know what I mean? So I actually learned something tonight because I usually don't do that. You guys are helping me out by adding this extra white. It it made the cloud look more, bigger. You know, I really like that. And on the mountain, I use light blue, so you could do the same thing on your mountain now if you want to add little pockets of snow in here. Pockets of snow. That way, not like filling the whole mountain with white. Just little spots of white left on the mountains. You could do it that way, or you can fill the whole thing with white. I'm going to try and put some distant trees out here. I don't know. Or maybe, yeah, across here and down and around and out over here. Let's do that. It'll look a lot better. So now I got to pick the right color. I think it's going to be a light blue. I think I'll try it. Let's see if it, no, it's gonna have to be like a grayish blue. Yeah, it's like a grayish color. Okay. So the trees are gonna come down here, kind of go off into the distance here, like this. So they're gonna be big. They're gonna be big over here, and then they're gonna get smaller going off into the distance here. There we go. That looks cool. Willow, yeah, I was painting a bunch of people in a room. I was trying something different, like I want to put more people in there and like chairs and stuff. That one's gonna take about 3 or 4 more sessions though. You like that? I was trying to see if you guys would like that more than a landscape. I'm trying to get my landscapes to look a little better. Trying to put more different colors together. Like I really mixed the together a little better. Do 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 do. So now I'm going to go to a greenish gray. This was like a bluish gray, a greenish gray, and we'll try and put. Let me see how dark it is. We'll put some on this hill here, just like regular trees up here. Okay. Because we're getting closer to the foreground. Look at that tree. Wow. This is acrylic. That other one, this is acrylic too. I'm trying to look like oil. You could really make them look like an oil painting, but you gotta mix the colors right, you know. A lot of times when I paint these lives, I'm just using the color right out of the tube and I mix something else in there. But if you want them to look really like, you really got to mix. Like right now I'm just putting black and sap green together for this. But if you mix 3 different greens together and then add like blues and stuff like that, you can come up with some really cool colors that seeing paintings won't look like everybody else's. I mean, most of the if you want to learn, take time to mix your colors. It really helps in the long run. I was showing somebody today, like if you want to highlight these trees now, because I just laid this color down, so they're wet, a little wet still, right? So if you want to highlight these, just I'll rinse this brush off. I just rinsed that brush off. Now I'm going to grab a little titanium white. Just a little bit of titanium white. And now you could come down like the right side of this tree and touch it into the green. You push it into the green, then it'll give it some highlights. But it's not going to be white. It'll be like a light green when I'm done. But you'll be able to see like branches in there now. Let me zoom into that and you'll see what I mean. See how it looks like a bunch of branches now? Highlights. It's an easy way to do it. Now if that was oil paint, you wouldn't have to do it right away because the oil stays wet for weeks. Now this white, it's going to soak in and it's going to turn like a lighter green here in a second. All these little white spots. It won't stay like that for too much longer. And then it'll look like green highlights. Pretty cool trick. Oh yeah, right. I'll after the holidays I'll go back to oil. I'll do some oil paintings for you. It's almost the same technique, except you got to start off with really First layers on oil paint are really thin, and then you can get heavier as you lay more paint on there. There's a lot of blending in oil painting you can do to make it look cool. I think in oil paint, yeah, there's a lot of techniques you can use. Yeah, and plus they look better when an oil painting dries. It looks it looks really rich, you know. It looks it looks better than an acrylic. These look good because they're still wet. These paintings look good, but if this was in oil, I think the oil it would look even better because the way it dries, it has like an oily look to it. You know, it looks more natural, I think. But this is still fun. I still get people that they can't even tell the difference. So let's see. What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna lighten up this grass with yellow. See what that does. We'll just put like a wash here. Light bit. See that? That looks cool. I'm gonna darken up this grass here. Maybe put some shadows in there. There we go. Row of bushes coming down here. Looks more like grass. Tall grass. Put some yellow. We'll put some yellow underneath that too. I think that's good. Just like yellow, it turns it more green. There we go. Doesn't that look cool? Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Very cool looking. I think I'm going to try my trail. Like, let's put some water. Coming from this mount here. Wow, look at that. That looks amazing. Doesn't that look cool? You don't have to make it look perfect, because you can see I kind of just slopped that in there. I mean, you can if you want. You can try and make it more straight, but I like it when it looks like that myself. You can sneak something through trees here too. Another trail. It's looking pretty cool. That's how you get more distance in your painting, by doing that. It's turning out pretty good for it's only been 45 minutes. we need another tree up front here. I'm going to use a bigger fan brush now for where is that one? The one I used on the clouds. I think it was this one. So I want to have some of these trees right over here. Yeah. That's going to look pretty good, I think. I'll have to adjust it once I'm done bringing it down. There we go. Now I'm gonna, while it's wet. Maybe this one I'll use a lighter green. Let's see if I can get it. The birds are coming, yep. They're ready for the trees. Not bad for a, that was kind of brush that I got. It's kind of sloppy, but Make it look, you know, fuller in the middle here. More branches. Alright, that'll look good when it dries. Cool. We'll put some bushes down here. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Let's try turquoise green. That might be too bright. Wow, that is bright. Some bright bushes. Thank you. Thank you, Marianne. I appreciate it. Art, thank you. Ruby, yeah. I sure can. Thank you, Ruby. I think I'm going to have to make these bright white because I've used that turquoise green and it's not really best color. But what I'm going to do is just make them gonna have to throw some white highlights on here. I can do what? Yeah, the white highlights, and then I will put some purple flowers in there. That's what we'll do. Now we'll add some purple. some kind of purple flowers in here. There we go. We'll let that dry, see what it looks like. Some crazy flowers there. Yeah, those are, I like that purple. I just made it with the red and blue. I don't have a good yellow anymore, but you know what would go good with that? Maybe some pink. Try pink flowers. We'll throw like, yeah, nah, I don't overdo it. We'll just throw a few in here. There we go. That's not the best bushes, but that's the way they came out. I'll give you a straight shot here. It's getting there. I didn't put a river in there. Usually I have water in there, huh? I don't think there's much more I can do to this. I like the green. I like this green grass out here. Put some flowers out there, because I mean that way I can go on for another 15 minutes. Let's try those. We'll try some of those like golden flowers here. With I'll try this yellow that I got. This yellow I have isn't that good. There we go. Some more flowers there. There we go. Put some flowers out here. Alright guys, I hope you like this one. These will probably look better tomorrow when it dries. See it, all this stuff is, when it dries, it's going to lay flat. Believe it or not. That's what's weird about acrylic paint. Oil, it would stay like that. But acrylic paint flattens out over the night. And it always gets flat. I put it on really heavy right here. You could see it's like it's got some layers on there, but in the morning it's going to be flat. The show was fun. I sold one painting, but I got like a bunch of people to follow me on YouTube, so that was good. I was only there for a couple hours. They gave me a little table, so I was only able to put like, I don't know, a few paintings out. But they auctioned off one of my paintings, and I left before the auction was done, but they said the auction, there was some bids on it, so that was good. I'm going to start, I live in Seattle. We have these markets all year round. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet to go do them every weekend. But I can see in the future that's what I'm going to be doing. I'd only have to do it once a week because there's a big one that's every Sunday here in Seattle. But you have to stay there the whole day. But man, if that'd be cool if I could just go, work one day a week on a Sunday selling paintings, that'd be fun. And then during the week, just keep painting, The thing about going out there, you start meeting people, and then people want, a big one. They want a large one. And, I mean, that's why I only do small ones here. That's only a 16 by 20. But a lot of people, they want to commission a big piece, 48 by 48. I really like this one. Came out really good. Could probably put some more trees out there in the distance. I'm going to end this one right here, guys. I appreciate you guys watching. Ruby, thanks for watching. Horse and Art, is that do you have a channel? An art channel? Right on, Mariana. I'm glad to see you're doing better. Yeah, I like the clouds on this one too. I learned a lot today about the way I highlighted these clouds. So, and I used a bigger brush, a bigger fan brush on those clouds. They're really nice. They look like big, round, fluffy clouds. I didn't finish them as good as I wanted it to, but this one I really like. This one here. That one. Alright, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm off actually tomorrow, so I'm at a coffee session in the morning. Have a good night, everyone.